just like my daddy. I want you to do something for me. I want you to go ahead and tap your neighbor and say, I'm just like my daddy. Now some of you may be proud of that fact. Some of you are a little hesitant of the fact. Amen. But regardless of whether you're proud of the fact or whether you are not so proud of the fact, you're just like your dad. Can you just tap your neighbor and say, I'm just like my daddy? I'm going to teach you a little bit. That'll pay around 12:30. I want you to wave your hand. Around 12:30, I want you to just wave your hand. Is that all right? We're going to go home a little early today. But I want to teach this principle because if you examine the text, you will discover from the text that everything that happened to us is not a result of some mistake that we made or some bad choice that we made. But some things that happen to us because it's passed down. I want that to marinate a little bit because sometimes we feel guilty and try to understand why did I do what I did and what's in me that when I know to do right, something makes me go the other way. And if you examine this text, you'll discover that some things are just passed down. Are you going to listen to me? If you look at this text and look at Isaac's life and you look at Abraham's life, and Abraham was Isaac's daddy. Everything that happened, most things that happened to Abraham happened to Isaac. And then if you look at Isaac's life and look at Jacob's life, most of the things that happened to Isaac happened to Jacob. And not because they were trying to err, not because they were trying to mess up. But you got to understand that some things are just passed down. If you look at the life of Abraham, Abraham had a dysfunctional family. Isaac had a dysfunctional family. Abraham had Ishmael and Isaac. Isaac had Esau and Jacob. If you look at Jacob, Jacob had a dysfunctional family. He didn't have one wife, he had two. And then he had a whole bunch of kids from a whole bunch of other women. If you look at Abraham, Abraham lied, Isaac lied, and Jacob lied. Y'all ain't talking back to me. If you look at Abraham's life, he had conflict with Lot. If you look at Isaac's life, he had conflict. If you look at Jacob's life, he had conflict. Because some things are just passed down. And what you need to make sure you understand is that because it's passed down does not mean that you have to stay on that path. You might be like your daddy, but you don't have to stay like your daddy. Y'all want to look into me. I said you may be like your daddy, but you don't have to. Look at me and say, you might be like your dad, but you don't have to stay like your dad. I want that to soak in a little bit because some people say, they say this the other way, you just like your daddy. And I want to say to you, who are you supposed to be like? If mama and daddy got together, I don't care who you are, some of daddy is inside of you. Y'all ain't got to say that. I don't care who you are, some of your daddy genes is in you. And some of your daddy genes in you, that means some of your daddy ways are in you. You either look like your daddy, sound like your daddy, talk like your daddy, walk like your daddy, think like your daddy. Look at me, so some of my daddy is in me. So we just cannot disown the fact. And I understand there's a difference between a father and a daddy. There's a difference between a man who birthed a baby and a daddy. But whether he birthed you out of marriage or he just birthed you out of conquest, the reality is his genes are still in you. You can't get over it, you can't get around it, you can't disown it. Because even if you hadn't seen him for a long time, somewhere in the obituary, when he stretched you out in front of the pulpit, his name will be in the program, because God still honors who your daddy is. I said, God still honors who your daddy is. Whether your daddy supported you when you was growing up, or whether your daddy put you on the school bus, or whether you never seen your daddy, God orchestrated a situation to allow you to get here by somebody. And since you got here by somebody, that part of that somebody is in you. Are y'all listening to me? I'm going to be through in about 20 minutes, so I want y'all to get this. But you don't have to take the same path. Even though the same situation is in front of you. Listen, look at the text. Abraham went to Egypt. Sarah must have been real fine. I said Sarah must have really been beautiful. She was so beautiful that when he got there, he said, listen, tell them you my sister and you're not my wife. Got down to Egypt, messed up. God blessed him anyway. Went down to Egypt broke, came out of Egypt rich. And y'all listen to me. Then here comes Isaac. But God says to Isaac, don't go down to Egypt. But I want you to go to Gerar. Well, why do you want me to go to Gerar, Lord? Because Abraham went to Gerar. And when Abraham went to Gerar, he lied the second time. And now you have a chance to right the wrong that your daddy did. You have an opportunity to fix what did not get fixed before. God will always give us an opportunity to fix some stuff. I said, God will always give you an opportunity to fix some stuff. Look at your neighbor and say, God will always give you an opportunity to fix some stuff. But here's what happened. When he arrived in Gerar, and the men friends started looking at his wife, Rebecca, he made the same mistake as his daddy Abraham did. When they saw her, he said, she's not my wife, she is my sister. Which means that not only did they both have a functional family, not only did they both lie, not only did they have conflict, but they also knew how to pick beautiful women. Y'all ain't gonna talk back to me. So in Gerar, he now has a dilemma. He's lied. And the same God that showed up to Abraham showed up to Isaac. And gives Isaac an opportunity to break this generational curse. And I want to just spend a moment talking about a generational curse. Because some things that happens to us is because it's a curse that's been placed on our family. Granddaddy was broke. Granddaddy broke. Daddy broke. Now you broke. Granddaddy's sick. Daddy's sick. Now you sick. Mama had child out of wedlock. You had a child out of wedlock. Now your daughter's pregnant, get ready to have a child out of wedlock. Y'all don't want to talk that to me. Y'all listen to me? Granddaddy couldn't keep a job. Daddy couldn't keep a job. Now you find yourself difficult to keep a job. Granddaddy fought. Daddy fought. Now every time you turn around, you're in a fight with somebody. God allows generational curses. And they got to start somewhere. So many of the things that we go through in life is because there is a curse. Granddaddy had high blood pressure. Daddy got high blood pressure. Now you got high blood pressure. Y'all ain't listening to me. Daddy got diabetes. Grandma called it sugar. Daddy got sugar. Now you